A new era of darkness. In the darkest reaches of the galaxy, the nefarious space commander Zogar had finally achieved his lifelong dream of conquering the last free planets in the Orion sector. He stood atop his grandiose podium on the planet Trigoria, about to deliver his triumphant speech to the conquered masses. The time had come for him to assert his dominance, and no one could stop him, or so he thought. Amidst the dramatic music and fiery backdrop, Zogar's speech began. He raised his sinister, clawed hand to the sky, and his menacing voice echoed through the square. Citizens of the Orion sector, kneel before your new ruler, Space Commander Zogar, and witness the dawn of a new era of darkness. As he uttered those ominous words, his robotic assistant, RO-47, hovered nearby. But RO-47 had a secret, an annoyingly squeaky servo that had gone unfixed for far too long. It had always been a minor nuisance, but today, it had other plans. Just as Zogar reached the crescendo of his speech, with the audience hanging on his every word, RO-47's squeaky servo sprang to life, emitting a high-pitched, comically exaggerated squeak. The sudden noise pierced the silence, and everyone turned their attention away from Zogar and towards the bumbling robot. Zogar's brow furrowed in irritation, and his concentration wavered. "What is the meaning of this?" he bellowed, his eyes darting to RO-47. RO-47 continued to squeak, its mechanical voice struggling to explain, "I apologize, Commander. It's just. I have this squeaky servo." The absurdity of the situation could not be ignored, and the crowd erupted in laughter. Zogar, however, was furious. He gestured at his robot assistant, trying to silence it. "Silence, you incompetent machine." But it was too late. The evil commander's moment of triumph had been shattered, and the comedic interruption had disrupted his grand speech. The crowd's laughter grew louder, drowning out Zogar's threats. Meanwhile, the good guys, who had been lurking on the outskirts of the square, saw an opportunity. They seized the moment, launching a surprise attack on Zogar's forces. With the evil commander's attention divided, his armies were caught off guard, and the tables began to turn. In the midst of the chaos, Zogar's plans unraveled as his grip on power slipped away. The heroes of the Orion sector rallied, and the forces of good prevailed against the forces of darkness. In the end, it was the squeaky servo of RO-47, the most unlikely hero, that had inadvertently saved the day. Space Commander Zogar's dreams of conquest were undone by an unexpected, and entirely comical, turn of events.